Walk in Their Shoes, Jim Kiyokowski tells his story of determination and his adventures around the world, making a difference and changing lives. During his journey, Jim faces many challenges, such as the initial lack of support from society. However, after a few bumps in the road, Jim's friends and family supported his cause, which encouraged him to keep pushing on and not giving up. As a college student, Jim traveled to many different countries, feeding his sense of adventure. At first, he had no inclination to change the world. He was just being a normal college student. But when he went to third world countries, he saw how underdeveloped they were and what true poverty looks like. When he got back to the U.S., Jim thought he was ready to settle down, have a steady job, and a normal life. However, that idea didn't last long. In 1991, Jim and his brother Dave founded their nonprofit organization, Building with Books. Their overall goal was to build 3 schools in underdeveloped areas of different countries, but ended up doing so much more in the process. After getting a few high schools to support their cause, GE eventually got on board as well. A gala was held to fund their trip overseas, and schools could finally start being built.
Where did your mission trip take you?
The Republic of Haiti.
What inspired you to go and do mission work?
I went through my church, and it's the high school group, so I felt like God was leading me towards this, like I needed to go there and help people in need.
How did your trip impact you and the people you helped?
The trip impacted me in different ways. One, it strengthened my relationship with God, and another way, it just changed my whole life. It just the different ways I look at things. In everyday life, the things that we take for granted every day, just the simple things like taking a shower or washing your hands, just the little things.
What did you expect before you went on this trip?
Before I went on my first trip, because I did go twice, I wasn't sure what to expect because I had never been out of the country before. So it was hard to imagine what it would be like. But when I got back, it just completely changed my perspective on life itself and just how I live my life.
And going off of that, on your second trip, did you see any of the same people from your first trip?
No, because my first trip, we went to different villages every day. Every other day we would pray over families and talk to families, and we'd dress up to go into the villages. And then every other day it'd be a work day, so we would paint houses in different villages. Whoever signed up, like families, we'd paint their house. So I didn't get to see anybody, but my second trip we spent all of our time in the village called Titayan. So I had this little girl come up to me every day. Her name was Ustaline, and she'd come up to me every day and hold my hand the entire time.
What did you learn from this trip? Like, what experiences can you take out of this and apply to your everyday life?
I just learned how to be a better person, how to make myself a better person, how to view life differently than I would now. Like I said earlier, I don't take things for granted anymore. It just changed everything about me. I was struggling a lot before my first trip. I had personal struggles, and I came out of that stronger, and I built relationships with different people that I went on the trip with, and it was an incredible trip to take us to high school.
Would you go on another trip like this in the future?
I loved Haiti a lot, so I think I would go back, definitely. There is an internship that I would love to do down there. It's 3 months long, and I would love to just live down there for 3 months and just give the experience to other high school students or other families that go down there through this organization. I would love to give them the experience and show them around, and I would love to learn a new language. They speak Creole, and I just love that whole atmosphere down there.
Given the opportunity, would you go anywhere besides Haiti?
I love traveling. It's definitely sparked an interest in me. Traveling the world, I would love to travel anywhere. Different third world countries, all of them, wherever.